And it did not play any role whatsoever in the intelligence community assessment that was done, that was presented to then President Obama and then President-elect Trump.
And what about former FBI Director James Comey or Susan Rice? Well, don't forget that Rice is the one who sent a CYA memo to herself as Donald Trump was being inaugurated in 2017. Her memo detailing a January 5th meeting with her, Obama, Comey, and others, in which Obama insisted on gathering intel by the book. Well, Comey insisted he was proceeding by the book, but when Obama asked if sensitive information should not be passed along to incoming National Security Advisor Mike Flynn, Comey said, potentially. A day after that meeting, the intel community assessment went public, claiming Putin interfered in the 2016 election to help Trump. There is no shortage of Obama-era actors, including the former president himself, who look like they had a major hand in creating, developing, and perpetuating Obama's Russia hoax. And it looks like now the deep state might be in deep trouble. We're here with tonight's squad. Let's jump right in. Mercy, I want to start with you because we have spent so much time trying to untangle all of the lies of the Russiagate hoax.
Right.
First, they told us that the dossier was only marginally used in a FISA warrant. Then it turned out that that was actually a crucial piece of evidence that the judge needed to sign off on the warrant. Now we're learning it was involved in the entire assessment related to Russia's meddling in the election. What else are we going to uncover at this point?
This is just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, there is so much to dig into this. I mean, you're talking about the fact that there are emails that were deleted. There were files that were deleted, despite the fact that there was a preservation order in place. So like Clapper as well as Susan Rice deleting emails left and right. That in itself, I mean, is very problematic. But then you have these false statements to the investigators where under oath, you would have John Brennan saying one thing to Congress. And then at the end, you're seeing him having a meeting where he handpicked individuals to basically say, no, this Russia-Trump narrative is very, it's a high confidence. Like we have to keep pursuing this investigation and keep moving this forward. So they were never going to drop this Russia hoax. They wanted to introduce it and make it seep into the media so that it can get to the American public, so that they could lose confidence in President Trump. Then obviously putting President Trump and his team at the White House basically on defense the whole entire time. All of this happening when this is a manufactured crisis by the former administration and the deep state that I believe have lied to Congress and then basically trying to cover themselves, protect themselves from being exposed of their lies.
And there was a complete 180 between the intelligence assessments before Trump won and after Trump won.
That's
you
right.
can see the paper trail. And Matt, one of the things that we didn't mention in the intro was that DNI Gabbard is now suggesting that Obama intentionally pulled a presidential daily briefing out and had it reassessed to say that Russia was trying to help Trump because they didn't want Trump to see potentially exculpatory evidence.
And Trump was already receiving those presidential daily briefs.
Because he was the president-elect.
Because he was president.
The big mistake Republicans make, Amber, is we believe we have to look forward. And what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to go to Donald Trump and say, look, you're having so much success. Don't get caught up in the ghosts of the past. Don't go backwards and try to prosecute Obama and the rest of them. Look forward. And that would be a massive mistake. Watergate was a tiny little crime. And it took down not just Richard Nixon, it really took down the Republican Party. The Democrats smelled blood. This one is actually serious. Manufacturing intelligence reports, lying to the American people over the course of years, lying to Congress over the course of years. This has gone on for 8 years. And think of the billions of dollars we've wasted, just taxpayers' money that's been wasted, trying to figure out what the hell happened. What happened is Barack Obama sat in the Oval Office with Joe Biden sitting right there, and then the rest of this cast of characters, and he used the Intelligence Committee to try to help his party, to try to take down Donald Trump. If he doesn't pay for that in some way that's real, they're just going to do it again. Now, the problem is they're going to have to go to a D.C. courtroom or a New York City courtroom where there's no justice to anyone who has my politics. So I'm not hopeful that any kind of conviction would happen criminally, but I think we have to politically prosecute them, and they need to go through the same meat grinder that all the rest of us had to go through with all this fake stuff they've been pushing.
That's right. Yeah. Michael Flynn, Michael Caputo, the Schlaps.
Flynn, of course.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.